Why are some wrestling fans so annoying? The answer is relatively simple. It is often the work of a certain type of wrestling fan, known as the Smarks. The Smarks' origin story, at least as far as WWE goes, starts with the Daniel Bryan movement of 2013 and 2014. A lot of anger was directed at Vince McMahon during this time for not making Daniel Bryan the champion. This anger would continue throughout the 2010s with various other wrestlers, especially once NXT got started as WWE's official developmental brand. Another reason that this segment of the audience was so angry at Vince was the insistence of making Roman Reigns the face of the company. While I do agree that it probably would have been better for him to start his main event run as a heel, a lot of fans took it personally and feared Roman was going to turn into another John Cena. What I mean by that is one guy being dominant over the company, which has always been a thing at any wrestling company at any time, but smarks are dumb and refuse to realize that or understand it in any sort of common sense way. This brings me to AEW. AEW was started as a response to the perceived bad booking in WWE. It basically inherited the legacy of wrestling that was in the southern United States that WCW once held as like the successors to the NWA. But AEW completely fumbled its booking from its first year. AEW focused too much and still focuses too much on the actual wrestling with relatively little story or angles. While they had some talent, such as MJF, the creator of AEW was too enamored with appealing to Smarks and Dave Meltzer, who is an annoying wrestling quote unquote journalist, than actually making the company profitable. This brings me to present day WWE. The company's booking has drastically improved under Triple H, especially in the lead up to WrestleMania 40. But since then, the company has held steady and is generally popular with most wrestling fans in North America. The normal ones, that is. However, a lot of fans nitpick the show to every last detail and engagement from on Twitter with some of the most dumb, irrational takes imaginable. This has led even many wrestlers to criticize the segment of the fan base that's just overly nitpicky and encourage them to just enjoy the show. While it is a controversial take, I agree with it, because at a certain point it just gets exhausting to complain about every little detail. And there can be flaws, especially on the weekly TV with Raw or SmackDown. But it's usually not that serious, and most flaws with the product currently, for the most part, is something I can overlook. Like and subscribe for more. Ren out.